No, this is not a congratulations moment. Because I know doggone well I did not get a 78% on a fourth grade math test. And you know how I know? Because I went back and looked at some basic things. So, first of all, you need to take a whole pre-test to learn how to use the things you're supposed to put in here to give your answer. So, for example, the answer is what? 1/3. Using whatever features they had, which I didn't see a slash sign or anything like that. Or so I'm sitting there trying to figure out, how do I show 1/3? The best I got to show it is this. And they're like, no, it was this, even though this feature wasn't quite available. And yet I am marked wrong. So then let's continue. This one was crazy weird. I had to shrink the screen, scroll it down, pop it under just to be able to fit the number of odd books that was required. And then they're like, no, that's not right. Well, actually, it kind of was based on what you gave me and what I had to use. And if it wasn't what you were looking for exactly because I outthought you, that's not my problem. Let's continue, shall we? Let's do some other fun examples of y'all. When you look at this, I know I'm not the only person tripping, or maybe I am. 1 second. We already had a previous video about this. I'm not going there, but 3 out of 4 is not 33% of a point. Not going to belabor that one. This one I got right, but it was so ridiculous as to what I had to unpack the two incorrect errors of another student that was make-believe. It's just crazy. All right, going down, where's the one that was most triggering? Oh, it was the boy got $5 back. I put $5. They said no, it was 5. It was $5. You mad because I put? Okay, sure, we're gonna play that game. Don't even know. At this point, I was like over it. I had made up a couple songs. I'm not sure they were all Christian songs. So where's the other one? There's one more, y'all. I ain't gonna keep you on here because this is how long the doggone thing was. But I had to ask myself, okay, this one, you gotta complete a freaking labyrinth to figure out how many pieces was left between the 4 kids with the imaginary names. And you really figure out, oh, it's 5 pieces still left. And of course, what do? Well, there's 5 pieces left. No. There's 5 12s. Okay, I'm not going to even fight that one. And at the same time, if you saw what I had to get through just to figure out that it was 5 pieces of the painting that hadn't been added to the backdrop, going through the 4 kids, you would realize the distress I was under. That would have made me just say, hallelujah, I figured out how many pieces are left. Eureka, I got the 5 that I didn't even put the denominator. This one, I don't know what to do with y'all. But in my mind, from my 1977 birth, $5.31 is greater than $5.29. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But the point is, I know good and the well that when it comes to 4th grade math, even though I might have rushed through it because the test was 32 some questions, which I don't know why they said it's 33. They lying. It was 32. And it was a riddle me Batman situation. It was not regular math questions. It was which one of these 5 selections could be possibly right. Mark all that you feel the spirit leading you to click. It was unnecessary wording, questions, flipped stuff, weird fonts, odd things to drag and click. It was like they were setting me up to not do well. If this is what our children have to go through, we need to make sure we have extra funds allocated for therapy, spa treatments, counselors, vacations, all kind of stuff. If our poor kids have to put up with going through the maze of math and can't just learn regular math to prepare for a trick test, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.